Welcome to Narrative Stories. In the enchanting world of tales and adventures, we are thrilled to have you as part of our community of story enthusiasts. Here, we delve into compelling narratives that inspire and captivate, bringing characters and plots to life. Thank you for subscribing, and I look forward to sharing many remarkable stories with you. Out on your mother isn't the answer. Talk to her. Share your feelings. You'll find that you're stronger together. The conversation with Mr. Thompson marked a turning point in Alex's behavior. That evening, for the first time in what felt like forever, he sat by my bedside and spoke to me. "Mom, I'm sorry," he began, his voice trembling. "I didn't mean those things I said. I was just so angry and scared." Tears welled up in my eyes as I reached out to hold his hand. "I know, Alex. I know this is hard for both of us, but we need to face it together." From that day on, Alex made a conscious effort to change. He became more patient and understanding, and his harsh words were replaced with words of encouragement and love. He started helping around the house without complaint, cooking meals, and ensuring I was comfortable. His transformation wasn't just about his actions. It was a change in his attitude. He began to see me not as a burden, but as someone who needed his support. Our conversations grew more meaningful, and we found ourselves reconnecting on a deeper level. Alex started sharing his fears and frustrations, and I did my best to reassure him and offer guidance. It wasn't an easy journey, but with each passing day, I saw glimpses of the caring, loving son I had always known. The lessons Mr. Thompson had imparted stayed with him, guiding his actions and shaping his responses. He realized that compassion and empathy were far more powerful than anger and resentment. As Alex's behavior changed, so did my outlook. The emotional support he provided had a profound impact on my recovery. Knowing that I wasn't a burden to him, that he genuinely cared and wanted to help, gave me the strength to keep fighting. The stress and anxiety that had weighed heavily on my shoulders began to lift, and I could feel myself healing, not just physically, but emotionally. Our renewed bond brought a sense of peace and hope to my days. I started to notice small improvements in my health, and my doctors were optimistic about my progress. Alex's presence and positive attitude were like a balm for my soul, helping me cope with the challenges of my illness. We spent more time together, talking about our dreams, our fears, and our plans for the future. Alex often mentioned Mr. Thompson, expressing gratitude for the wisdom he had shared. I decided to reach out to Mr. Thompson to thank him personally. When I did, he simply smiled and said, "Sometimes we all need a little reminder of what truly matters." I'm glad I could help. His humility and kindness were truly inspiring. Alex and I continued to work on our relationship, taking it one day at a time. We still had our moments of frustration, but we faced them together with understanding and patience. The journey wasn't easy, but the love and support we gave each other made all the difference. With time, our family found a new sense of balance and harmony. Alex's transformation had brought us closer than ever before. We learned to communicate better, to be more open and honest about our feelings. The experience had taught us both valuable lessons about resilience, empathy, and the power of unconditional love. My health gradually improved, and I was able to regain some of my independence. Although I still had my bad days, I knew I could count on Alex for support. He had grown into a more compassionate and understanding young man, and I couldn't be prouder of him. We also became more involved in our community, inspired by Mr. Thompson's example. Alex volunteered at local shelters and community centers, eager to give back and help others in need. His kindness and generosity were noticed by many, and he became a role model for his peers. Our home, once filled with tension and despair, was now a place of love and hope. We celebrated each milestone, no matter how small, and cherished the time we spent together. The stranger who had tapped Alex's shoulder had changed everything for us, reminding us of the importance of kindness and compassion. As we looked to the future, we did so with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper appreciation for each other. Our journey had been difficult, but it had also brought us closer and made us stronger. We were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, confident in the knowledge that we could overcome them together. Years have passed since that pivotal moment, and our lives have continued to improve. Alex is now in college, pursuing a degree in social work, driven by his desire to help others. He often visits home, and our bond remains strong. My health has stabilized, and I have returned to some of my favorite activities, though I still take things slower than I used to. Our relationship with Mr. Thompson has also deepened. He has become a dear friend and mentor to both of us. Thank you for being a part of Narrative Stories. Your support and engagement mean the world to us. We are committed to bringing you the best in storytelling. What kinds of stories would you like to see next? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Welcome to Narrative Stories. In the enchanting world of tales and adventures, we are thrilled to have you as part of our community of story enthusiasts. Here, we delve into compelling narratives that inspire and captivate, bringing characters and plots to life. Thank you for subscribing, and I look forward to sharing many remarkable stories with you. Life has a way of throwing unexpected challenges at us, and for me, it came in the form of a debilitating illness. As a single mother, I had always prided myself on my independence and ability to care for my son, Alex. We had a close-knit bond, forged through years of mutual support and understanding. However, when I fell sick, everything changed. My illness was sudden and severe, leaving me bedridden and helpless. I could no longer perform the simplest tasks, and our roles reversed overnight. Alex, once my cheerful and dutiful son, became resentful and distant. His frustration grew with each passing day, and his patience wore thin. At first, it was subtle, a sigh here, a roll of the eyes there. But soon, his frustration manifested in harsh words and cruel comments. The first time he called me trash, I was stunned. I lay in bed, too weak to respond, and felt a pang of heartbreak that cut deeper than any physical pain. I couldn't understand how my loving son had turned into someone who viewed me as a burden. Being bedridden gave me a lot of time to think. As I lay there, unable to move or take care of myself, I felt a profound sense of helplessness. I had always been a strong, independent woman, and now I was completely dependent on my teenage son for everything. The physical pain of my illness was one thing, but the emotional pain was something else entirely. I felt like a prisoner in my own body, watching as my relationship with Alex deteriorated. His words stung more than any of the symptoms I was experiencing. He would call me trash and say I was worthless, that I was holding him back from living his life. Each insult was like a dagger to my heart, and I couldn't understand how he had become so cruel. I tried to remind myself that he was young and scared, that he didn't mean the things he was saying, but it was hard not to take it personally. I felt like I had failed him as a mother, and that thought was almost too much to bear. I cried myself to sleep many nights, praying for a miracle that would heal not just my body, but our broken relationship as well. One fateful afternoon, as Alex was yelling at me for asking for a glass of water, a knock at the door interrupted his tirade. I heard a calm, authoritative voice ask if everything was all right. Alex, clearly irritated, turned to face the newcomer, a middle-aged man with kind eyes and a gentle demeanor. He introduced himself as Mr. Thompson, our new neighbor who had recently moved in next door. Alex, caught off guard by the interruption, mumbled something about everything being fine, but Mr. Thompson wasn't convinced. He stepped inside and approached Alex, placing a firm hand on his shoulder. "Son, I couldn't help but overhear," he said softly but firmly. "It's hard taking care of someone, especially when they're sick. But calling your mother trash? That's not right." Alex tried to brush him off, but there was something in Mr. Thompson's voice that made him stop and listen. It was a blend of authority and compassion, a tone that demanded respect, but also offered understanding. As Mr. Thompson spoke, he shared stories of his own struggles, times when he had felt overwhelmed and frustrated. He spoke about the importance of empathy, of remembering that everyone is fighting their own battles. I watched as Alex's defenses began to crumble, his anger slowly replaced by confusion and guilt. Mr. Thompson sat down with Alex, who still seemed resistant, but was now listening more intently. "I know it's hard," he began, "but your mother needs you right now more than ever. When we're faced with difficult times, it's easy to lash out and place blame, but it takes real strength to offer kindness and support." He shared his own experiences of taking care of his aging parents, the sacrifices he had made, and the emotional toll it had taken on him. "But you know what?" he continued. "I never once regretted it, because in those moments, I learned the true meaning of love and responsibility." Alex was silent, his eyes fixed on the floor. Mr. Thompson then addressed him directly. "Calling your mother trash doesn't just hurt her, it diminishes you. It's in these tough times that we show who we truly are. You have the power to lift her up or tear her down. Choose wisely." He let his words hang in the air, giving Alex time to absorb them. Slowly, Alex looked up, his expression softened. I don't know how to handle this," he admitted, his voice breaking. Mr. Thompson nodded, placing a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to feel scared. But taking it out on part of Narrative Stories, your support and engagement mean the world to us. We are committed to bringing you the best in storytelling. What kinds of stories would you like to see next? Share your thoughts in the comments below.